on, guys? It's Bill here today, and I'm viewing One Piece, chapter 1066, The Wheel of Ohara. The cover story, we see the Jomo returning home. Then we go to the Egghead Island, and we see Dr. Vegapunk talking about Ohara. He revealed that he was close to the Oharans. Dr. Vegapunk put his theory out there about the same one that the Oharans came up with, or that the 20 kingdoms took out the Will of D in ways that visit from history. And Frank's like, whoa, what a massive romance story. I don't get that from Frankie at all. Seems really happy about that. And Vegapunk pointed out to Robin that if Ohara was a waste because of this theory, that means the government had acknowledged that the theory is the truth. And Vegapunk said he knows if he talks about it with Robin, then he'll be obliterated as well. Robin asks, how do you know about that kingdom? Every book that Ohara had gathered around the world has been ... Vegapunk says, the will of Ohara still lives. She said that the government was in uproar. He basically said what we already know. Galway Island, Ohara, famous world for his knowledge, got destroyed one night, and there was one goal: survival. Labeled the scholar group as people who were trying to take cover the world. And Vegapunk said months later, he went to Ohara since he was an acquaintance with Clover in the past. And when he went there were giants. And when he got into the lake in the central area where the tree was that got blown down, he found a lot of books drowning in there. They died protecting the remaining fortunes for the future. The clueless soldiers saw it, but they didn't realize its value. It was a great victory for Ohara. His tears wouldn't stop flowing whenever he saw it. Then we got a flashback with Robin and Olivia. We shouldn't give up on the future that you'll be living in. Robin is crying now. Ohara did try to expose that kingdom just you predicted, Robin said. Vegapunk said, I see, then it was really the truth. Vegapunk said, that time I wanted to bring them to Punk Hazard. My pleas from the Highwood fell on deaf ears. Then we go back again, the flashback several months after the Buzzcull incident, where the giants are on Ohara, picking him up. And Dragon appeals, says it's been a while, Vegapunk. And we get to see what Dr. Vegapunk looks like. He has a giant head, and they're both asking each other why are they heal. And they're both Ohara's acquaintance, Monkey D. Dragon and Dr. Vegapunk. Dragon said, I won't let the assets that Ohara left become a waste from history. Dragon said, I'm tired of hearing it. You even have become the government lapdog. Even though we, the liberation that they were called back then, had invited you and you rejected it. So Vegapunk is not a member of Evolutionary Army, or at least he wasn't then. Dragon revealed back then that I'll make an army that can fight it. So, Dragon started a Evolutionary Army because of Ohara. And Vegapunk says, you who despise violence. Dragon said, I'll change the world. I won't let Clover's death go in vain. And the will of Ohara will not go in vain either. He started the Revolutionary Army with Emperor Ivankov and Bartolo Makuma that same year, and they shot the world with it. Vegapunk said the books of Ohara didn't fall into the hands of the government's hands because I was very interested in them. I secretly went to Elbath. They let me read all the documents. In other words, I read all about Ohara, the secrets of the world. It's all inside of his head, progressing his research. This is really good for Robin. Vegapunk said, I'm an ally player scholar. That's my nature as a researcher. Vegapunk says something I want to show you. Egghead Fabio phase, scrapyard. And we see that giant again. Giant Oni. Okay, let me point this out. Move robot. Maybe it needs a password. No, it probably has a name. Call it by its name. Someone said move Robonosuke. Robonosuke, I get it. And someone said move Robo King. And it moved after Robo King. So the Robot King. And someone fell out then. And it was Dr. Vegapunk. And Dr. Vegapunk immediately recognized him as Dragon's son and welcomed him. And Dr. Vegapunk said, knowledge Violet. Bonnie grew up very happy or fine. That's the end of the chapter. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the chapter view. And I'll see you guys next time. 10 out of 10 chapter.